All right, here I am again, you guys. I'm still working on this same doohickey, and so as I'm working on this here doohickey, one thing I have learned on this before I start another one, I'm going to stitch all the way around with the sewing machine on the burlap because otherwise it just keeps unraveling. So that's what I'll do on the next one. But now, since I seen you before 30 minutes ago, whatever it was, I've put in more. I kind of made a heel going up here. Cut some dark here. This here, I think, kind of looks like flowers. There's a little greenery growing in there. And so then for the sky, I'm not sure, but I want to try something. Like I have this here yarn. It's variegated all the way through. But this color right here is kind of cool. I got this, but of course I can't stitch this through the holes. And so what I want to try to do is I'm going to start putting this blue variegated yarn in here, I think. And so I'm just going to get that going in there and kind of go along the line of the heel here and not pulling it real tight because I want it to kind of bunch up. I have found that doing this, I like to leave the loops as much as I can, especially if I'm using just plain yarn, which, there's plain yarn and then there's all them, fancy yarns. So when it's just plain, then I want to be sure that I leave quite a bit of, like, I don't pull it tight. I let it almost be like a shag rug. Shag rug. Remember them shag rugs back in the day? Everybody had to walk 6 feet in a shag rug to get to the TV to change the channel. Yeah, that was a long time ago. And so that was rough for us poor folks back in the 60s. And so anyway, what I want to do, what I'm thinking, sometimes I shouldn't be allowed to think, but I am thinking, I am really liking this. I think I may really want to do a lot of this because I think whatever we call this, it's just textile art. That's all it is. And so I'm going to just continue to be stitching along back and forth, and see, don't pull it tight, not pulling it tight at all, and leaving those loops. And I've got a double strand of yarn here, so my yarn goes farther that way. It gives me more texture. So anyhow, yeah, that's what it's doing. So now I'll nip that off back here with my scissors right there. Now I'll get another piece. I can't get too much at one time or I just make big fat old knots. And I don't need big fat old knots. So anyhow, well, I got just the prettiest yarns everywhere, and so I just want to use them pretty yarns and make pretty stuff. And I think this is going to be absolutely amazing. And then what I think I can't tell you that yet because I don't know if I'm going to do that, but yeah. I can tell you what I think. I think what I'm going to do, when this is done, then I think what I'm going to do is go across the back and cover it completely with carpet tape, the double-sided carpet tape, and then put a piece of fabric over the top of it, then that will keep all of these stitches from pulling loose, you know. I don't know that they would pull loose, but it would keep them from pulling loose if they decided to. You never know what they decide to do, the old stitches. But yeah, I think I'm going to use carpet tape. Is that what I said? Carpet tape? Yeah. That stuff is pretty cool stuff, the carpet tape. I use carpet tape on a lot of things because, boy, that thing will, like I told you before, it'll hold a Studebaker to the ceiling. If you know what a Studebaker is. Studebaker. I love that word of the name of a car. I don't think they make Studebakers anymore. I was going to ask Papa, but I see he fell asleep in his chair. Okay, let's see. So, if I keep going with this, actually this variegated blue like this really is kind of cool looking for a sky. And even as you get farther down, oh, I don't know, that might be two different pieces of, from two different skeins of yarn. I was going to say it looks almost like a cloudy sky. But I like this. I just love this. I just think this is just amazingly, wonderfully beautiful. So we're having a little bit of rain. And for us, that is a rarity here. I know some people are having rain enough to float a battleship, but for us, we haven't had much rain. The other night we had some weird weather. It was almost like tornado weather. Didn't last long, but boy, it was weird. And today we're just having just a little quiet rain. I hear some thunder off in the distance. There we go. We'll put that there. Now I'll get another piece. And then I'm going to see what I'm going to do with this my lumpy yarn. Yep, I hear the thunder. So Papa went over and out and tarped up the chickens. He puts a tarp over them when we got the rain coming so that they will stay nice and cozy. Got to keep your chickens cozy, you know. So anyhow, let me see here. I'm going to get a little bit more going here. Okay, now I have it like up this far with the sky. I think that color is pretty good for the sky. Now this is what I want to do with these lumps. And I'm sure there's something grand you can do with these lumps in real knitting or crocheting or something. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep stitching this in. And what I have found is I'm not doing it just in straight rows across. I'm going on some up and down slants and things. And like ups and downs. And so it's just not all in one continuous, you know, one continuous lines. So And so now up here to do these, to get my little lumps in there, what I want to be like fluffy clouds, I'm really going to just go around here and there to get where I want the little fluffy clouds to be. And then once I get all the clouds where I want them to be, then there's going to be empty spaces, and then I'll just fill those in with the blue yarn. See, I don't want these fluffies to be all wadded up in one place. I want them to be like sort of scattered. You know, like scattered thunder showers. That's what we're having, scattered thunder showers. And Papa's oinking. Okay, let's see. Then I probably want to bring one of these little clouds right there. So what I'm doing is actually tacking on or couching the yarns in between the little blobs. I got the cutest Mother's Day card today from Rosita. Look at this Mother's Day card. It says, Motherhood, a summary. Holy crap, it's hard. The end. Happy Mother's Day to someone who makes it look easy. Isn't that cute? I love that. Okay, that's cute. Okay, and then back onto the clouds. Okay, Papa. And so now I am just doing these here and there. Getting the clouds in here and there until I get enough. This yarn is so pretty. It's really got a nice variegated look to it, so it's not a solid blue, and it kind of looks like the sky. Well, what the sky looks like right now, because it's a little bit stormy outside. See, so I got a few of them in there. Let's see, let's get this one scooted. Let's get that one scooted down here. Well, maybe I'll just go across. No, I don't want to just go across. Then that'll look too symmetrical. I don't want anything to look all symmetrical and stuff. So I'll get that one going down here. And see, you just don't even have to have it in any particular pattern or nothing. Nor nothing. You just get it in there. Okay, now I'm running short on yarn here, so I got to snip that. Let's see. Oh, it's only been 14 minutes. Okay, let's see. Let me just cut this off about right here. And then that'll be enough clouds, I think. Maybe too many. All right, I need to get some more yarn here. Now, see, I'm getting to some darker yarn on that ball of yarn. This is fun, you guys. This is fun. I mean, for no plan, all you need is for this a little piece of burlap and scraps of yarn. And it don't matter what kind of yarn it is, just scraps of yarn. That's some good stuff, I'm telling you. Scraps. Scraps of anything is good stuff. So that's what I'm telling you. It's the truth. And okay, now I'm going to keep going here. I'm going to get, let me see, I'm going to pull this over here and get this started right here. Tack that little cloud down right there. There, and just keep going with it. Just going to keep going along that little strip of yarn in between the clouds, whatever you call them, popcorns or whatever they are. And then don't pull your yarn tight. Let it be fluffy. Okay, I think that this is going to be enough. I'm going to take that, I'm going to end it right there for the clouds, for the puffy part. Now there is, all them puffies are in there, and so now I want to just make sure I fill in, all the spots to where I don't see any more burlap. I mean, if I do see burlap, it's not the end of the world. You'll be fine. We've got a burlap sky. And so, and I'm just going into spaces. Now I'm definitely not in no kind of symmetrical row or anything. Now it's just filling in the spaces. Nice fluffy sky. I think this is pretty. It's so much like weaving, like doing a weaving project. If you've ever done weaving, it works a lot like weaving does. And I like weaving too. I don't think there's anything I don't like. I like everything. See there? I've about got it filled in. Use up the rest of that yarn. I don't want to leave any of it unloved. So when you've got extra yarn, especially the decorative yarn or whatever, the fancy yarns, a lot of times you can find them fancy yarns like, well, the Tuesday morning I think is going out of style now, but like the Best Buy, not Best Buy, but I can't remember the name of the store, but there's other stores that have marked down things, and there it is. This is, in my opinion, I have got the river. Here's the river. Here's some ground, and then the river, and some more ground, and then a hill, and then here's some dried up bushes here, and then starting the sky, and it's kind of grayish down here, but it turns into more blue up here with the clouds. So that's what I call it anyway, and I think it's very pretty. And so I hope you all try something like this, because that's all you have to do is try, because this is just no plan, no nothing. It's just, as long as you got this much space on your table, you just go with that. Okay, so then you know what I do at the end of my shows here. Well, when I have my book in hand, and I just had it because I just read it a few minutes ago, mints. And then I lost it. Well, I lost it. So it's okay. I'm not going to read anything then. I'm just not going to read anything. I'll just tell you a poem. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, catch a monkey by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Okay, there's your poem. Okay, I ask God to watch over you every step you take, every move you make, and keep you safe and secure and happy and healthy and humble. And you guys, make something pretty. It doesn't even matter what you use. Just stitch it together. I ask God, oh, I already said that. Okay, God bless and keep you all, and make something pretty, and then post it in the group. Okay, love you guys.